Rays baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Spectrum Mobile. Tonight, the Rays continue their homestand and the series against the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats. Good to have you aboard. Trisha Whitaker with us throughout the evening as well. Well, if you like hardball, you have come to the right place. And the two guys we feature in our opening comments leading up to the first pitch, certainly, without a doubt, exactly what we're talking about. Take it away.
Dwayne, I love hardball. I love hardball, and that's why I like talking about Wander Franco and Rafael Devers, guys that are swinging the bats very well for their respective teams. Wander, his last 4 games, the OPS says it all. And what it says is he is flexing his muscles now. 3 home runs, 3 doubles. We talk about his lightning quick hands. Well, guess what? When those hands get the barrel of the bat out in front of the plate like that, that ball is going to jump. He's strong, quick hands, and when he, like I said, when the barrel's out in front of the plate, the ball's going to go, and it has over his last 4 games, driving in those 6 runs. On the other side, Rafael Devers, how about this? Since 2019, over 200 extra base hits. That's the most in Major League Baseball. The one thing we know about him is he is extremely aggressive at the plate, doesn't see a pitch that he doesn't like to swing at, and he hits the ball extremely hard. So you combine that aggression, hard hit baseball, swinging an awful lot, the ball jumps.
Well, with Franco and Devers in the lineup, 2 right-handers on the hill. Interesting here, the matchups of this game tonight, because they've been in the bullpen. Feyereisen for the second time is going to be an opener. Whitlock on the mound for Boston. He's moving into the starter's role for the first time.
Yeah, listen, J.P. Feyereisen, his last time out, that was his first start as a professional. He went 2 solid innings. He's off to a great start for Kevin Cash and this pitching staff, so they hope to get the same from him. And Garrett Whitlock, who has been so good coming out of the bullpen, he's not made a start since 2019 when he was in Double-A Trenton in the New York Yankee organization. So the wonder for him, he's very good. How deep in the game will he get?
After last night's 4-3 ball game, won by the Boston Red Sox, these two teams with identical records, Rays and the Red Sox, 7 up and 7 down going into this one tonight. First pitch just moments away. On Valley Sports is brought to you by Spectrum Unlimited for only $29.99. Switch and save up to 60%. Visit SpectrumMobile.com. By Advent Health. Trust the ER experts at Advent Health. And by the Florida Lottery, who reminds you to always play responsibly. Rays playing host to the Red Sox at Tropicana Field. Saturday night baseball coming up as the Rays try to get back on the winning track. Years, leading the big leagues in hits and total bases. On the defensive side, Wander is proving he'll be one of the best shortstops in the game for years to come. Tonight, Franco's task, taming the Red Sox and getting the Rays back on the winning track. Rays looking to move over the 500 mark, starting at 7-7. Peek inside the Rays dugout. J.P. Feyereisen on his way to the hill to start this game tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, the wrap-up game of this series will feature Shane McClanahan against Rich Hill. The Rays will be wrapping up the first of 3 series on this homestand. We'll take a look at the starting lineup Feyereisen will face tonight for Boston. Trevor Story is going to lead it off. He'll be at second base, followed by Rafael Devers at third, and then Xander Bogaerts hitting third, playing shortstop. Alex Verdugo is at left, the cleanup man. Kike Hernandez in center field. Jackie Bradley Jr., the number 6 hitter, in right. At first, Bobby Dahlback hit seventh. The catcher is Christian Vasquez, and the DH hitting ninth is Rob Rutsnyder.
Well, and for the second time as a professional, J.P. Feyereisen will be making a start here tonight. Was outstanding his last time out. That was against the White Sox in the opener role. 2 hitless, scoreless innings with 3 strikeouts. And on the season, how about those numbers? 7 punch-outs, nobody walked, 5 in the 3rd innings. If Kevin Cash could get 2 more solid innings out of him here tonight, he would be thrilled before turning it over to the rest of the pen. Let's take a look at the defense and see how it's going to line up behind him here tonight. In the outfield left to right, we've got Josh Lowe, Kevin Kiermaier, and Brett Phillips. Across that infield third to first, Taylor Walls, Wander Franco, Brandon Lau, and Ji-Man Choi. Mike Zunino will be behind the plate.
And there's Kevin Cash. Already manipulating this, not only the pitching staff, but the position players as well. And on the other side with this Boston Ball Club's Will Venable, the acting manager. And we are set to play ball. First pitch is upstairs. Trevor Story had a base hit and the run scored last night. Popped up right side into foul territory. That's Choi settling under it and 1 away.
I'll tell you, that is such an important pitch for J.P. Feyereisen. The fastball at the top of the zone, and he commands it up there very well. Good ride carry on it, off speed down. That's his whole game plan. And he does a great job manipulating that baseball and changing hitters' eye levels.
How about this? His second time out as an opener, technically a starting pitcher. You calculated in the records after 288 career appearances out of the bullpen. And you try to treat this like any other outing, but the circumstances are completely different.
And I think that's why, when we saw him in Chicago as a starting pitcher, usually you finish your warm-up tosses, you come down to the dugout, and that's how you enter the field. He wanted to stay down in the pen, try to keep it as normal for him as possible as far as his routine goes. So, maybe even sets his clocks ahead. Right now for him, it's 8:15.
2 strikes the count on Devers. Well, you can see the propensity to use the fastball. And he has Devers reaching. 2 gone.
Yeah, he just stayed right with the hard stuff. And when you've got that count in your favor, 0-2, you can ride one away and take it just off the plate. And you see the hips of Devers open early, and you could never reach that pitch.
What a great shot that was to track that baseball.
And Dwayne, we'll go back to it because you're right. If you watch Devers' first movement, the hips start to fly open, and the bat just is never going to be able to lengthen enough to get to that pitch that was riding up and away.
It's almost magic when you watch that from that angle. Xander Bogaerts, 385 to start the year for Bogaerts. That's a strike, top of the zone.
Watch Devers start. Watch his hips. It's already starting to fly open as that ball's riding away. You just have no chance, and that's why it's just a flick of the wrist and a give-up swing, because that at-bat is over.
High fly ball, left center. Kiermaier is going to be right there and make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Rays coming in to hit. Lau leads it off, followed by Wander Franco and Randy Arozarena. Down the middle, Ji-Man Choi, Josh Lowe, and the switch hitting infielder Taylor Walls at third tonight. Kevin Kiermaier, Brett Phillips, and Mike Zunino, 7, 8, and 9.
Well, making his first start in the major leagues is going to be right-hander Garrett Whitlock. You see what he has done coming out of the pen. Much like last season, he was just outstanding, been so consistent in that role. But like we said in the open, he hasn't started the game since 2019. His longest outing this season is 4 innings, 39 pitches. So what is his ceiling?
Brandon Lowe, first pitch. That fastball, he goes after it and misses. Strike one. 50 major league appearances out of the bullpen for Whitlock. 4 this year, and now the start. One.
And he does have the mix to be able to transition into a starting role. Fastball, slider, changeup.
Now 2-1. 38 career starts in the minor leagues in the Yankees system. He's turned out to be an excellent Rule 5 pick by Boston. 96 is wide, and it's 3-1 on Brandon Lowe.
Yeah, I think it probably always stings when someone pulls a guy from you as a Rule 5 pick and he turns out to be a gem. Really has to hurt if it's the Red Sox and you're the Yankees.
3-2, because it's so rarely done. And sometimes you'll get a serviceable player or pitcher, and Whitlock has shown signs of really being special for Boston.
Yeah, and again, it's your arch rival, and the Yankees, you know, still like everybody else looking for quality pitching. Had one under their nose.
It's 97 with a challenge right down Broadway there, and it's foul.
Well, that just shows you the kind of ride and jump that Whitlock can get. You know, we talk about his fastball. The vast majority are the two-seam variety. And so he'll get some good run with that pitch and not afraid to go after a good fastball hitter in Brandon Lowe with it.
Swing and a miss, and he just came right back with 97 to it by him.
That right there, that is as challenge as you can get. No bones about it. There's the two-seamer. Not a lot of sink, but you see the run. And by the way, that pitch had some carry too. Up above that swing of Brandon Lowe, and an impressive start here for Whitlock.
Wander Franco. Stairs starts with the off-speed pitch. Franco with 2 home runs last night, including the one in the 5th inning against a cutter, and it got out of here at 112.4 miles per hour. Skies this one on the infield. Bogart's waiting for it. 2 gone.
Well, let's take a look at the Boston Red Sox defense. In the outfield left to right, we've got Alex Verdugo, Kike Hernandez, and Jackie Bradley Jr. Infield third to first, Rafael Devers, Xander Bogaerts, Trevor Story, and Bobby Dahlback. Christian Vasquez will handle the catching duties.
Rosarena hitting third, DHing tonight. The first pitch strike, so he gets the slider in there on the first pitch.
Looking sharp here in the early going with the fastball, the changeup, and that darting little slider.
Doubles up on it, took it off the plate there and got the miss.
Showing really good command of all 3 pitches so far too.
One and two.
You know, we point out an awful lot about pitchers. You know, Jalen Beeks comes to mind. The Rays have a number of them that do a great job of hiding the ball coming out of their glove. Whitlock a little different. He snaps it back behind his body. I don't think the hitter can get too much of a look at it, but you see.
Ooh, strike call on the outside corner. 97, a 1-2-3 inning.
Chad Mottola about Wander. He said one of the most fun parts of watching Wander is actually watching the opposing team's reaction. And yesterday drew quite the reaction from Xander Bogaerts. He said Wander is like Ozzie Smith with the glove, Barry Bonds with the bat. He said, I don't know, this guy is just unbelievable. He is ridiculous. So Chad Mottola was right. That reaction from Xander and his opponents, that was pretty fun to hear.
Well, there's no question about the presence of the Rays shortstop and what he has shown so far, and the respect he's garnered not only from fans but from the opposition, and that's the real test. 1-1 the count here on Verdugo. Swings over that one out in front. 1-2.
Yeah, high praise and well deserved. Dwayne, we talk about it. It's seemingly night in and night out. That Wander does something every night that impresses you. You know, that just is different. Talking about the multi-home run night. We were talking about it in the open, how fast his hands are. And when those get through the zone and the barrel gets out in front of the plate, you're going to see that ball jump. I mean, he's going to be an extra base hitting machine, both sides of the plate, handling all the pitches that a pitcher has to offer, and all the while playing the game really hard.
Yeah, and to me, as much as you appreciate the natural talent, the fact that he plays the game, he never takes a moment off. And here's who's going to catch that except Wander Franco.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does. I really don't. Not many. Let's put it that way. And I think that's my number one attribute too, is his motor. Talk about that an awful lot in football. Well, his motor in baseball, whether he's running the bases, playing defense, going after that pop-up. Was it last night's game where he was on the move and there was a foul ball? He hustled back to first base to get ready to lead off again.
Yep.
Just always moving and playing at a high level. And that is so impressive.
Yeah, I was about to make the point that as much as you are impressed with his physical ability, and he takes care of Verdugo's ground ball right there. I think that obviously is so impressive, but his effort all the time, to me, maybe you got to have the talent to be here, and then to have that talent and to have that super effort from him all the time is extraordinary. That's the fun part that really, I think, grabs fans and teammates and opposition to his game.
And I think that's why the team didn't hesitate in offering him that long-term deal. You know, if you're going to give a guy double-digit years in a deal, you had better know about their character, their work ethic, and whether it's going to hold up. You know, because there have been a lot of cases of guys getting paid, and then all of a sudden, effort level doesn't quite seem to be there as consistently as you'd hope for that kind of money. So if you're giving a guy a deal like that, you have to know what is on the inside, what's in the chest, what's upstairs.
Yeah, and there's no coast in him.
None.
No coast.
And that's why you can do this and feel good about it.
2-1. Yeah, that's a great attribute in many ways. 2-1 the count to Kike Hernandez. Didn't miss by much. You'd like to get that pitch. 3-1. What a difference. 2-2, 3-1.
It's a huge difference. Trying to work your way back into a count.
Popped up. That's going to go straight back. Zunino did not find it and finally does and makes the catch. Boy, for a moment there, he had no idea where that was, and then turned around and found it and got there in time to record the out.
You know, maybe getting some direction from the dugout, yelling right behind. Yeah, you're right. The hand goes up. He's looking around. Someone point to it. How about this, though? Now you've got to find it. And this roof, it's not easy to find a ball that you initially lose.
Yeah, that has to be a strange feeling. And then to recover like that, a big sigh of relief. Jackie Bradley Jr. 1-0 the count. So nicely done by Zunino behind the plate. It's 1-1. JP Feyereisen in the opener's role. 2 innings against the White Sox in Chicago. It was on the 17th. And a cut and miss. He got the chase up. Fastball up there, and Bradley missed it.
JP so good at the top of the zone. He gets a lot of carry and ride on that heater, as you can see. And so a hitter, boy, it looks good, and they miss it by a couple inches.
And he goes right back up and gets the strikeout. 6 up, 6 down, no score. Raffle from the comfort of your home. Go to RaysBaseball.com/5050. Some restrictions apply. Well, there's Ji-Man Choi to lead off the bottom of the 2nd inning. Red Sox have the shift on for him. Choi hitting .355 to start the year. First pitch is up and away. I don't know if there's a more selective hitter active right now than Ji-Man Choi. His chase rate is almost non-existent. 1-1.
Think about what that does if you're a hitter. If you can resign yourself to swinging at only pitches in the strike zone, boy, does that increase your rate for success, for being able to put the ball in play.
Yeah, look at that right there. 14.8. The average is 31.8.
Boy, that seems high, because you've got a number of guys. You look at Alex Verdugo. His chase rate might be lower than G-Man's. You've got a number of guys in this game. Boy, 31.8. That's a lot of swing and miss.
Yeah, that's.
And a lot of going outside the zone, which not a lot of hits reside out there.
That's right. This one is up. 2-2. Good take right there, 96 wide, and so the count is full. Very selective.
Yeah, and if you're a guy that does, guess what? Then those close calls, maybe they go your way. Just like a pitcher that's around the plate, maybe he gets a little bit off the plate. That's also why we point out quite often how G-Man sees so many pitches per plate appearance.
And he is out on strikes. 97 got him that time.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that was right down the middle. There was no chase to that. That was hard. That's what they would call a meatball, Dwayne. Right down the middle. But you see the little run, that little bit of run and ride that Whitlock is getting tonight.
Yeah, that's a meatball. When you're very hungry, they show it to you, and then it disappears. I mean, 97 right there.
And you think you're right on it. You know, it's not like G-Man and the rest of these Rays hitters haven't seen 97 before. And they think, boy, they're right on it, but that movement, boy, misses the bat.
Well, he struck out 3 of the first 4 men, and they've all been on that 97 with a little dart.
when you combine it with that changeup at 84, think about it. How many times we see a guy with a 97-mile fastball and his changeup is 91, 92? You're getting a 13-mile-an-hour difference. That is, guys don't have that kind of a difference between fastball changeup nowadays. They don't.
Yep.
That makes that 97 look like 107.
Upstairs we go with that pitch. 3-1 to Josh Lowe. Full count. Six away, fouled away. And strike three. At the bottom of the zone, caught looking 96.
Those are eyes that are looking out over the plate. And he comes in. Hasn't really come in there much. And it just freezes a hitter. Not looking there.
There's Taylor Walls. Walls looks at a strike. Five up, five down. Fastball by Walls, just trying to catch up. That one was 98.
That's a smooth 98. And for the most part, his command of that pitch and others for that matter has been spot on.
Ball, 2 strikes. And strike 3 called. 3 up, 3 down, all via the strikeout. The fastball looking on Walls. No score. Boston won the first game of the series last night 4-3. Javi Guerra is going to be the new pitcher. So in the opening role, Feyereisen worked 2 perfect innings with 2 strikeouts. Bobby Dahlbeck, the first baseman, takes a look at a fastball, and that one is 97, strike 1.
JP Feyereisen acting like he wants to be the go-to opener. He's done it twice, last 2 outings, 4 perfect innings, 5 strikeouts, no walks.
This one a little bit low, not by much. 1-1 to count. Guerra in the game last night for 1 inning, picked up a strikeout. Cut on the slider, fouling it. Guerra followed Kluber last night, who gave the Rays 5. Bit of that one and a foul ball.
You know, you look back at last night's game, and that game could have gotten out of hand early. You know, you've got to give a lot of credit to Corey Kluber to holding the Red Sox to the 4 runs, because it could have been a lot worse than that. And then on top of that, the guys that came in from the bullpen, they did their job to keep them right there and gave the Rays a chance at the end to try to pull out that comeback win.
Ball on the ground towards short. Franco with the pickup and the throw. Take a look at what Feyereisen did today.
Well, he came out pumping the strike zone. There it is. Second pitch of the game. Little pop up to get it started. And then all of a sudden the 3-pitch strikeout. Pop up to Bogaerts. Worked his pitch as well. That fastball at the top of the zone. There's the changeup, getting the weak ground ball to Franco. Another fastball up. Jackie Bradley Jr., who back-to-back he got him to strike him out. He just was very sharp all around the zone with all 3 pitches, and a great job.
Christian Vasquez, the catcher in the batter's box. There's a strike. Well, the Rays bullpen last night, Guerra, that one scoreless inning with a strikeout from Shea looked very good. Boy, he was impressive. In the 1 inning he worked with a strikeout, and then Phoenix Sanders, 2 scoreless innings, a couple strikeouts, looking good again. That's a cut and miss. 97. A lot of hard stuff here so far in the early stages of this game.
Yeah, lighten up the radar gun, and these guys have loose arms. There's Phoenix.
Nice to see him pitch so well.
He did. I'll tell you, his first outing, that early on, a little bit of a struggle. He settled in, gave the Rays some quality innings, and then last night was spot on. Jeffrey Springs looking like the next man up.
And still 2 strikes.
Javi Guerra's got a whippy arm, a loose arm, able to generate that really good velocity without looking like he's putting a whole lot of effort into it.
Well, he was first signed as an infielder and made the transition to the mound.
He throws the ball like an infielder, from that arm slot.
Yep. Foul back. He was a top prospect as an infielder in the Red Sox system at one point.
It's so funny how this game works out sometimes.
He's ahead of Vasquez, 0-2. Side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count on Vasquez. Sharply hit. 1 hop, knocked down, recovered by Franco. Throw. He got him. Oh my! What a job by Franco. That ball with great top spin. Tough to begin with. He knocked it down, then recovered, and then made the play. Wow.
It's every night. Well, a great job of staying with it. That ball well struck off the thumb of the glove, but he keeps it up in the air, keeps it alive. And now you've got to turn and throw, and I mean,
look at Vasquez going, what's up?
Yeah, and Javi Guerra. Really?
Going, that's what's up.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh my, what a play. Something happens every day, every night to pressure from Franco.
And he just takes it in stride. That's what I'm out here to do.
Yeah. Rough Snyder. That pitch is wide. And a 1-1. Well, take another look at that.
How about the throw falling away? And Vasquez is like, what in the world? Remember, it was Vasquez's pop-up that Wander ran down last night. So that's why Vasquez is like, hey, enough with you.
Yeah.
You've cost me 2 hits.
In the 6th inning last night. And so the first time up tonight, he victimizes Vasquez.
Well, and you know what's funny is in seeing that play again today, just taking a look at it. I think last night I said that was going to be a foul ball, but you go back and look, that was going to be an extra base hit is what that was going to be. That was going to be fair ball. So he took away that hit. He just took away this hit.
That's what had Vasquez throwing up his arms and saying, hey, what do I have to do here? Close right there, very close. Here's last night. Franco just outruns this ball and then makes the catch, and watch Vasquez then. He can't believe what he just saw. Frustrated tonight. And that's a pitch wide. Ball 3 was pretty close and could have gone either way. Ball 4 sends Snyder to first. Trevor Story about to step in. Story opened the game with an infield hit last night. Eventually scored a run. Line drive, and that ball knocked down, scrambled for it, and Lau cannot come up with it. That's going to be an error charge to Lau.
Dwayne, here's the thing too. Brandon, that ball got away from him initially. Story never ran. Watch Story. He doesn't run. He's got more time. And right there as he kind of falls back, now the play's over. There it is. Initially looks like he's going to make it. Yeah, that ball actually got underneath his glove and hit him, I think, on the inside of that left leg.
So the error keeps the inning going, and we'll have a pitching change called to the bullpen, brought to you by the Florida Lottery. $10 billion in prizes won since 1988. It's Florida's original millionaire maker. The Florida Lottery. Your ticket, claim it. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly. Well, the walk and then the error, putting 2 men on. Tough luck there for Javi Guerra. So he's out of the game in favor of the left-hander to match up against Rafael Devers. Jeffrey Springs is on.
Has done great work. 6 games. Got a win. 5 total innings. All the other numbers follow suit.
So now the matchup. Devers struck out his first time. That was against Fireisen. He misses the pitch up. That fastball just 91 up there, but it tends to stay up there.
Well, isn't that the name of the game? Owning the top of the strike zone and beyond with the 4-seamer to get carry, guys that can do it.
Well, we have lefty on lefty. Devers is 3 for 5 against Springs, and he pops him up this time. That's Lau making the call and the catch to retire the side. 2 men left. Well, a great play in the inning on the ball hit by Vasquez. Again turned in by Wander Franco. Rays are facing the hard-throwing right-hander Garrett Whitlock tonight. First pitch hit on the ground off the bat of Kiermaier. Bogaerts makes the play. Gets it over there in time. Kiermaier out on the first pitch.
Well, the one thing that you follow Garrett Whitlock and you look what he's been doing over the course of his career, and even again this year, he fills up the strike zone. I mean, he goes into the zone early, often, a lot of first pitch strikes. So these Rays hitters, you thought they were going to be aggressive with him, and they have been. Problem is the stuff has been a little bit too good here in the early going.
Phillips takes 95 right there for a strike. Out over the plate. Up a little bit there, trying to catch up. Tough.
He's just flat out just challenging hitter after hitter after hitter. Not trying to nibble, not trying to trick, just challenge.
And then he drops that on you. Bottom fell out. A couple fastballs and then the change.
Yeah, and again, look where he did it. Fastball down, fastball up, change up down. So you're changing eye levels, you're changing speeds. It's so impressive that he's able to throw that fastball 95 to 97, and then the changeup is in that 83, 84 range. That's a huge difference. And is a real challenge for a hitter.
Struck out 6 of the 8 hitters he has faced. And he pours 95 in at the top. Strike one. It's a one hop deep short. Bogaerts with time makes the throw. And it's 3 up and 3 down. 9 in a row retired by Whitlock. Take your mobile ticket located in the MLB Ballpark app or printed home voucher to any Cain's Furniture store within 5 days. Receive a coupon for a free taco, chips, and medium fountain drink at participating Tijuana Flats locations. Restrictions apply. For more info, visit CainsStrikeout.com. Xander Bogaerts will lead off the 4th.
Well, our Toyota Keys, look what he has been able to do in his last 7 games. Off to a little bit of a slow start. It has picked up significantly since then. That average over 500. Extra base hits, RBI. We talked about him last night, Dwayne, and how he's got that flat swing, that swing that stays in the strike zone for an awful long time. Helps him to get to a lot of pitches, to hit a lot of line drives, a lot of extra base hit ability. He is the only American League player, Dwayne, the last 4 seasons that has had an OPS of over 850 for all 4 seasons.
And Springs is quickly out in front of him with a changeup right there, 0-2. Yeah, it was quite a topic of discussion when Trevor Story signed with the Red Sox with Bogaerts at shortstop. A lot of speculation as to whether that would be worked out. And he is out again. Chased the change up there. Nice job by Springs.
Yeah, to get Bogaerts, who again locked in right now, to get him to chase a pitch this far out of the zone. This changeup very effective. And really, it's in the other batter's box. And you still get the swing.
Well, you saw the foot go down.
Everything is, you get Xander Bogaerts to swing like that, you've done something.
Strike to Verdugo. Yeah, he's going, what was that? What just happened there?
Not even going to look at that at bat. Going to move right along.
Yeah, he'll put that out of his mind immediately. And
think about,
not sure who that guy was because he's such a great hitter.
You're right, and you know that kind of, think about how that speaks to this game. He's going to have another couple of at bats here tonight. That has to be, you've got to put that behind you and go back out there next time ready to go. When that was as ugly as an at bat that we've seen Bogaerts have, you know, maybe since we've been sitting up here.
Yeah.
So
absolutely,
you've got that.
That's, never seen that.
No, and that's why those are the things you've got to put out of your mind, make the adjustment, and know that in a little bit you're going to have to do it again.
Up the middle, there's Franco, and he one-hops it in. Oh, safe the call. Joy thought they had him. Ron Wells went up with the safe call. Up the middle. And Franco.
They're going to challenge it. They're going to take a look at it. And it was a quick decision.
Tampa is challenging the safe call at first base.
We saw Jerry Meals there, the crew chief, make the announcement.
Well, let's take a look. This is a nice job by Franco covering all that ground. Now you've got to get enough on the throw, and he bounces it on purpose just to get it over there. And let's take a look. He's out. He's out.
There was no question.
And that's why when Matt Quatraro, the bench coach, went to Kevin Cash challenge it, that feedback came back to him so quickly that you knew that this was going to be probably good news for the Rays.
So another outstanding play by Franco to get there and then to make that toss on one hop.
The body control. You're throwing that to the open hip. I mean, this shouldn't take this long.
While they make their decisions, Springs continues to stay loose, tossing a few pitches to Zunino. Maybe they have some traffic in front of this to take care of, because it's pretty obvious. It's cut and dried. Maybe the pizzas were just delivered.
New York style. New York style pizzeria. Yeah, I'd probably go get that first two before I overturn
they're
this
only
call.
human.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I am shocked it's taking this long. For real.
I think the crew here saw the big board, so the ball's in the glove.
It's not even close. I mean, it's close, I guess, but not really.
After review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is out. Tampa retains its challenge.
Well, Franco's been busy. It's only the fourth inning. So he's been busy. He had the assist in the second, couple in the third, now one here in the fourth.
And getting it done from every angle.
Yes. It's all over that left side of the field and a little bit more. Kike Hernandez takes a changeup. Ball one. One and one. Well, let's hope this game can pick up the same rhythm that it had after that interruption to make sure they got the call correct. Now a strike.
Maybe the replay review center is in Boston this year.
Someplace far away.
Calling a timeout.
Yeah. 2-2. Hernandez had a couple hits in the game last night, including a run batted in. And Springs runs the count to 3-2 with that pitch down out of the zone. Jackie Bradley Jr. on deck. Tapper foul. Carlos Fabulous played that one well outside the coaching box at third. He made a couple pretty good pickups last night.
Fielding percentage perfect this series.
Jeffrey Springs delivers 3-2 again and misses upstairs with a fastball. Hernandez laid off.
Number 19,
Will be the second walk issued by Rays pitching. Jackie Bradley Jr. about to step in. Wide right there. Upstairs. So after the walk, 2-0 now.
You know, and that's not a ball. There's been a couple of these fastballs that right here. This is a strike, and it's not even questionable.
Oh my. Goes after the fastball up, just above the zone, and the miss by Bradley Jr. 2-1. Hernandez chatting with Ramon Vasquez, the first base coach down there. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Red Sox just 2 attempts. They have the one stolen base, and that came last night. Now it's 3-2. Two outs for the runner at first and a full count. Hernandez will be off with the pitch. And it's popped foul. Going to be out of play. And we'll see another one. Hernandez Jr. struck out in the second inning against Feyereisen on a fastball up. Facing the left-hander right now. Second time, the 3-2 pitch. And that one missed wide. So a couple walks here. And Bradley goes down to first. Hernandez up to second.
Well, Kyle Snyder going to go out and talk to Jeffrey Springs. And remember, Dwayne, this all started after that extra long delay on the replay call.
The Rays talk it over. Cheer on the defending 2021 AL East champs as they face the Red Sox this weekend. Tomorrow, all fans 14 and under receive jersey socks presented by Valley Sports Sun while supplies last. Get your tickets at RaysBaseball.com/tickets. Kyle Snyder turns to depart the infield as Ed Hickox approached the mound. Bobby Dahlbeck will be the hitter. Well, the Rays had this inning rolling until the delay for the challenge, in which they prevailed. Well, back-to-back walks, and here's Dahlbeck. He could be a danger with his power. First pitch is a strike. Starts him with a changeup. You can see the breakout in average, 274 against lefties, 213 against righties. Stays with the changeup, quickly out in front, 0-2.
The one thing we know about Bobby Dalbec, he loves to swing the bat. He has got a lot of swing and miss, loves to go after pitches, especially the fastball. So Jeffrey Springs showing him a pitch that mimics the fastball and able to get the jump here. See if he just triples up.
And a swing and a miss, and that's exactly what he did. 3 consecutive changeups. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Wander Franco will be the number 2 hitter.
But he made it sure look easy. A lot of fastballs with good ride and run, 96, 97 miles an hour, an 84-mile-an-hour changeup, an occasional slider. And he just right now has the Rays hitters looking in areas that he's not going to. And he has been working his pitches all over the zone. But again, he's set that bar pretty high, and he's got to go through that lineup here once again with Brandon Lowe leading off the 4th.
There were 6 pitches in the 3rd inning, and that included a strikeout.
Yeah.
The wave and miss by Lowe, strike 1. He used 3 pitches to get Phillips. You got Kiermaier to ground out on the first pitch, and Zunino grounded out to short on the second pitch. 1-1. That's a liner up the right side. Fair. Headed back toward the corner. And it kicks away from Bradley. On his way to second with a double. Brandon Lowe to lead it off in the 4th. First double of the year for Lowe. And it leads off the inning.
Well, it was mislocation on the fastball. You can see where Vasquez is set up. He pulls the fastball middle in. And Brandon Lowe able to get the barrel out to it. And now it's off to the races. And fast start here for the Rays in the 4th inning.
Wander Franco will be the hitter. Franco popped to the shortstop his first time. The pitch is up. Wander with a 2-home run game last night. He's homered in each of the last 3 games against Boston as you go back to the postseason. He's out in front and pops it into shallow right. Bradley's there. So the changeup had him out in front.
What a sell job by Whitlock. And again, the differential in miles per hour between the heater and the changeup is something you just don't see in today's game. Anywhere from 12 to 13 miles an hour. And look at Franco get that front foot down. Now he's reaching. He's taken away all of his power, not able to drive the ball because he's not able to stay back. And it ends up being a soft little pop up into right field.
Randy Arozarena. The Rays with their first scoring opportunity. That's him with the fastball, strike 1.
If you're a left-handed hitter, Garrett Whitlock puts you in quite the conundrum. If you try to stay back on the changeup, you'll never catch the heater. And if you're ready and you're going to take the, you're going to be ready for the heater, that changeup is so much slower, it's impossible to stay back on.
Foul up the right side toward the bullpen. 0-2.
That's what makes it so hard with him. You can't think about sitting back on the changeup you'll never get to the heater.
Yep.
And if you're on the heater, that changeup, how do you stay back enough?
Well, we saw Franco.
Twice.
Yep.
He's gotten him twice with that pitch.
Oh, there goes the bat. Swing and a miss. And the bat headed towards short. And Rosarena is out on strikes.
Well, there's the breaking ball.
Number 26.
And that's Rosarena just trying to stay through the middle of the field and lengthen that swing as much as he can. And finally, that bat just squirts out.
Well, let's see what kind of an at-bat Ji-Man Choi can mount against Whitlock. He took him to 3-2 and then struck out in the second inning. Whitlock went to the fastball to get him. Seven strikeouts for Whitlock. 5 coming on the fastball, 1 on a change and 1 on a slider. It's a career high for Whitlock, 7 strikeouts. The first pitch is a strike. Oh, 1. It's close, a little bit high. Fastball up there, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a foul back. And with that fastball up there again, and now it's a ball, 2 strikes.
Ji-Man Choi asking Ed Hickox, was that a strike, top of the zone? Anytime you swing at those borderline pitches, you want to know, did I go after, would that have been a strike? And if it was, is that as high as you're going to go?
Little popper into short left center. Hernandez and Verdugo, who's going to catch it. They collide out there and make the grab. Coming over, Hernandez made the catch to retire the Rays, and they leave the leadoff man Lau at second base.
Another. Mike Zunino put it best when he said, listen, what Wander is doing with his bat actually underscores a lot of what he's done with his glove lately. He said he does it with so much energy too. And watching him out there, it's just fun. He's going to be a superstar in this game. And on top of that, he's staying extremely humble. So high praise from a veteran like Zunino, guys, who's seen a lot of impressive shortstops in his day.
Yeah, it's all falling into place. Franco, and to be so young, he has handled it so well, and you have a veteran like Zunino making those comments. There's a lot of credibility there. An 0-1 count. Christian Vasquez takes one too high. Jeffrey Springs came on, got the last out in the third. Got credit for a full inning in the fourth inning. He walked a couple men, also struck out 2 in that frame. That's foul back. Top of the zone in a little bit. 2. Into left. Lowe is there, and Josh Lowe makes the catch to take care of Vasquez. But gone. Let's take a look at our Florida Lottery jackpot stat. The Rays, the backside of the games, their numbers have been very good.
Yeah, and those are the money innings. If you've got the lead, you clamp down and win the game. And if you're behind, you pitch that well. It gives your offense a chance to come back and win late. You'd like to see, a little bit better in the early going, but you love what the Rays are doing late.
On the ground, left side, cutting across walls, and the throw. Joey keeping his foot on the bag over there. Throw a little bit to the right field side of the bag, but Refsnyder is out, third to first.
Well, how about the changeup taking center stage in this game here tonight? Jeffrey Springs with some really good changeups to the right-handed hitters. Of course, we were talking about Garrett Whitlock and his changeup to the left-handed hitters for the Rays. Getting a lot of weak contact, pop-ups, ground balls.
Well, 2 outs, top of the order. Trevor Story is due. Kevin Cash is out. So we're going to have a call to the bullpen, brought to you by the Florida Lottery. Rays baseball on Valley Sports, brought to you by Frontier. Change to fiber, change to better. By Bayfront Health St. Petersburg, the official healthcare partner of the Tampa Bay Rays. And by the Aggressive Attorneys, Winters and Yonker. Jason Adam is the new pitcher for the Rays. 2 outs, bases empty, and the top of the lineup, Trevor Story in the batter's box. He's ducking that first pitch. The slider that stayed up and in.
Well, the slider just got away from Adam. Kind of squirted out. Almost clipped Trevor Story.
Up and in with the fastball that time. That one at 96. How about that? A couple of those up there. That breaking pitch that did not break, and then 96 comes buzzing up there.
I don't know how that didn't hit him. I mean, that might have, the run on the pitch just took it around him. I mean, look at that. That's a Matrix-like spin from Trevor Story to not get hit by that. And right now, Jason Adam having a hard time finding that release point out in front. Now, he's not trying to do that. Just hasn't fully gotten locked in yet. Hopefully that's now.
Yeah, there's a strike. Got the fastball over. And now it goes to 3-1. It's upstairs. So missed high that time and walked Story. A 2-out walk will get Rafael Devers to the plate. We're always concerned when he's up there. Devers hit the 3rd inning home run last night off Kluber. And the fastball. Strike one. Out over the plate. Now in short right. Sidearm toss over there. Runner back in. Here's a look at the home run by Devers last night off Kluber.
Got that ball running down and in and was able to keep it fair. A good job of keeping his hands inside that ball before the barrel then came boring through. That was the only way that you were not going to hook that foul.
Again, over to first. Choi trying to talk the Rays into taking a look at that. You know, he kept that tag on him. I think that's what he was thinking. Runner goes, got a big jump, throw down, and it's not going to be in time. Boy, Story got a very big jump off first and steals second.
You know, Boston doesn't run a lot. We've documented that. They're 1 out of 2 on the season, but Story with 100 career stolen bases does bring that element. And Jason Adam a little bit slower getting started towards the plate, took full advantage there and got that bag easily.
Devers bounces it foul. 1-2 out in front of the off-speed pitch.
Here in the early part of this game, offense has been hard to come by. So now you've got Boston trying to create some offense with the 2-out walk. That's a pretty good breakout right there.
Adam delivers, and Devers pops it up, breaks his bat in disgust, and it's caught in short left field by Josh Lowe. A walk and a man left. Bottom of the 5th coming. Josh Lowe's going to lead off.
Whitlock, his night is over, and he was very impressive. We're kind of wondering how long he was going to get into the game. Longest outing so far this season was 4 innings and 39 pitches. 4 innings again here tonight. 7 strikeouts, and you can see most of them on that 2-seamer. Got a lot of run and ride with that pitch. A changeup and a slider. Those are his 3 offerings, and he was just outstanding with his locations, with all 3 pitches. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud showing where he got those strikeouts, but now gives way to the Boston bullpen.
Austin Davis, the lefty. First pitch is inside to Josh Lowe. Davis worked 1 inning following Waka to the mound last night. Worked the 6th and picked up 2 strikeouts. Towering fly ball. Not all that deep. Hernandez coming in and makes the catch.
You know, his initial setup, he couldn't find that baseball. He kind of threw the arms out like, hey, where is it? And then found it. Routine play. But tonight, the way that these pitchers have thrown the ball, every little thing can all of a sudden become a very big thing.
Taylor Walls batting from the right side. And he pops it up. Call made by Bogaerts a few steps into the outfield. 2 up and 2 down. And now another left-handed hitter due up. It's Davis. Wide. 2 outs, bases empty. Kiermaier up in the count. Davis misses again. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. Now the Rays draw their first walk of the game.
Number 35, Brett Phillips.
Brett Phillips. Phillips facing the 29-year-old lefty. And a move to first. Back in, they had Dalbec just in front of the bag, and Kiermaier, he dived to get back in. Watch this.
Yeah, but he's in no position to be able to make a tag because he wasn't believing he got picked off. Bobby Dalbec got picked off as much as Kiermaier was slower getting back to the bag.
Strike the count to Phillips. Oh, hit the fly ball to center. Walls popped to short. Kiermaier drew the walk. Phillips battling against the lefty. Upstairs. So the fastball in the mid-90s missed high. And over to first. Kiermaier back in. Further action in the bullpen for Boston. 2 outs, a man aboard. Sal Moore, the right-hander, is busy down there. The fly ball lifted toward right center. Bradley Jr. makes the catch, and the Rays leave a man. On to inning 6 we go. No score. Union by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. And by Central Florida Behavioral Health Network. Opioid addiction happens fast. Visit cfbhn.org.
I'm not even sure how to describe that race. It was like a slow motion type deal, but DJ Kitty comes out on top again. An impressive streak being put on right now.
Yeah, kind of slow motion, late night stroll.
Yeah, we've
tired maybe.
The DJ Kitty and you know Raymond fell down.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
Been a part of a couple of those slow motion races. One being in Baltimore.
Yeah, well, we try to have one in each division. East, Central, West.
West Coast trip coming up.
Oh, yes. Looking forward to it. Xander Bogaerts swings and misses. Strike one. Bogaerts with a fly ball to center, and then he struck out swinging his last time. Yeah, The guy in the green and yellow did look familiar in that race. I've seen that happen.
Yeah. I was focused
Not
on
for a few years, but
yeah.
you have to go back a few years for that.
Oh, okay. Now
1-1.
Yeah, I get you now. Yeah, because I didn't win.
More action in the bullpen for Boston. Slider does not bite quite enough. Oh no. Cutter Crawford is throwing in the bullpen for Boston. That's a strike, and Bogaerts is not happy at all. He thought he held up for sure, and I think Hickok called it on the swing.
He did, and right there pointing, and he did not go. And you know, this frustration stems even you going back to that last at bat where Jeffrey Springs got him to chase a changeup about 2 feet off the plate. Trevor Story not at all happy.
Story said that was not a strike. Oh, up and in. This one's sailing up and in. Boy, Bogaerts having a tough at bat here.
Well, that was a changeup. So again, Adam not up to anything, but just look at how he pulls off that pitch. Never got the hand out in front. Body going toward the first base dugout. The hand still stuck out there, and the ball runs arm side high and in.
"3-2, and a swing and a miss. Bogaerts out on strikes. He missed the fastball up. Well, that was a tough trip to the plate for Bogaerts.
The last two have been extremely frustrating, no doubt about it. Well, with Alex Verdugo coming to the plate, let's take a look at a scouting report on him brought to you by Papa John's. Can handle the bat. You know, you think about it, coming into tonight's game, hitting .313. He's a career .290 hitter, uses the middle of the field very, very well. High contact guy, but he's been getting more balls in the air this year. It's early, but he has really put an emphasis on that. Maintain the contact ability, but get more into the air, and that's led him to 3 home runs, 10 driven in. The 10 runs driven in leads the team, and the 3 home runs well on his way to eclipsing his career mark of 13.
Jason Adams misses up and away, so a little bit of a challenge for Adam with his command and control. Up and away again.
We're having a hard time making that adjustment, and he's short coming out of the glove, so he's short. But right now, on some of these pitches, the body is going a little bit too quick and opening up a little bit too quick. The arm's just not catching up.
And he walks Verdugo.
Did you see though where Zunino set up? Because of Adams struggling on getting the hand out in front and the body getting going a little bit too soon, he set up in, a 3-0 fastball in, because right there you really have to reach to get that ball to that spot, and it just didn't work. He still left that ball up and away because the body's moving a little too soon and the arm can't catch.
So a runner at first with 1 out. Kike Hernandez is at the plate. A walk, a 2-out walk in the 4th inning. And that pitch stays up.
And that's a breaking ball. Everything right now, he just is not in sync, and he's not getting out in front. And these Boston hitters, especially the right-handers, not at all comfortable standing in that box.
Yeah, there's a lot of discomfort with the hitters and in the Rays dugout with Kevin Cass. Zunino going to the mound, trying to help his pitcher find his groove.
And you're trying to be your own pitching coach right now. What are the keys to my delivery? How do I get myself back in rhythm?
Popped up, fouled straight back. Out of play. 1-1. Verdugo drew the walk. 5 walks issued by Rays pitching. Sidearm flip to first. Verdugo back in. The Red Sox have had runners down the middle of this game. 2 men on in the third on a walk and an error. 2 walks in the fourth. A walk in the fifth. Now a walk in the sixth. Lifted into center field. Catchable for Kiermaier. And that is out number 2. MLB Ballpark app completes your next visit to Tropicana Field. You can buy and manage game tickets, unlock offers, access exclusive content, and a lot more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Jackie Bradley Jr. stepping in. He has struck out and walked tonight. Verdugo back in at first. Fly ball deep into right. Phillips is there though toward right center to make the catch. A walk and a man left, and we're headed into the bottom of the 6th. Mike Zunino will lead off. Then Lau and Franco.
Cabrera looking for hit number 3,000, and it didn't take long. First inning goes the other way, something that he is so proficient at doing. And he is now the 33rd player in MLB history to reach the milestone, one of only a handful to do it while also having 500 home runs. And what a moment.
Yeah, the 7th in Major League history to combine 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. And the 3rd in Tiger history in a Tiger uniform to get to 3,000. Ty Cobb, the first one, and Al Kaline, and now Miguel Cabrera getting to 3,000 in a Detroit Tiger uniform. Kutter Crawford will be the new pitcher. 26-year-old right-hander making his 5th appearance.
Well, trying to get into the groove. You can see in his 4 innings, 6 walks to go along with the 6 strikeouts. Not a lot of margin for error in this scoreless game in the 6th.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Crawford, born and raised in Okeechobee, out by the big lake. That's a liner into right, gonna hang up, and it's caught by Bradley. We've had only 1 hit in this game, and that's a double by Brandon Lau for the Rays back in the 4th. And Zunino made a bid for one there with that line drive, but it's caught.
Now, Jackie Bradley Jr., we know how good he is as an outfielder. Winning gold out in center field, now in right field, makes that look pretty easy. And speak of the devil, Dwayne, look who's at the plate.
Brandon Lowe.
There you go. See if he can double up.
Pitch is upstairs. The two-base hit in the fourth. Crawford tagged for 4 runs in an inning and 2/3 by the Twins on Monday. And he gets that fastball up out of the zone at 96, and we got the chase from Lau.
Ryan Thompson.
Rays have utilized 4 pitchers so far. That's a line drive. Oh, and that one is caught. Story up with the glove. He was stationed in short right with the shift on and got over there to make the catch. So a couple of line drives.
And Dwayne, this is why you do it. He's playing out there in shallow right field. He's got more range and just a deeper setup, and it allows him to get to that. That's the only way that that ball is going to be caught. Can understand the frustration of Brandon.
So 2 line drive outs, and here's Wander Franco. It's ball 1. Franco's popped to short, hit a fly ball to right. Upstairs, well, a couple of hard hit balls by the Rays, but unfortunately within the reach of the Boston defense. Out of play. 2-1.
How about the Red Sox defense last night? Xander Bogaerts taking away more than likely an extra base hit there from Yandy Diaz. That's going to drive in a run. And then to end the game, Wander Franco making a bid, and Trevor Story with a nifty play out there second base.
Foul the other way, 2-2.
I'll tell you, that bounding ball by Wander Franco gets through, and the Rays may have walked it off.
Oh man, absolutely.
Bases loaded, running on contact, real good chance.
2-2. Fouls this one. Pitch breaking down and in. Two again upstairs. Up there with 97. No score in this one, only 1 hit. That was Lau's double in the 4th. Base is empty, 2 outs in the 6th. And Franco is out on strikes. Now that pitch fading down and away got him on strikes. The 2022 season presented by Bayfront Health, St. Petersburg. We go to the 7th inning from Tropicana Field tonight. Ryan Thompson is the new pitcher, and he'll be facing Bobby Dahlbeck.
He'll be on for the 6th time. Does not have an ERA as of yet in 4 1/3 innings of work. He's going to give you that side-winding arm slot. A lot of movement on the two-seamer. Sweep the breaking ball.
Well, here we go. All back. It's the pitch inside. Nothing. That's your number 5 for the Rays. Pulling off that 2-1. Thompson has faced Dahlbeck twice before with a couple strikeouts. And that's a strike.
Boy, bad enough when Ryan Thompson's able to take that slider down and away to the righties, but when he front doors it, it just locks you up. That's not a pitch that you're accustomed to swinging at. It starts right at you, and he breaks it right to the inside corner.
We go to 3-2. Thompson was in the Tuesday game at Wrigley Field. The third of an inning. Came in with a man on. He did not score. Walked a couple. Fly ball lifted into left. Lowe started back, comes in and puts it away. 1 out. The leadoff man retired. Christian Vasquez on his way to the plate. And he is the one guy in this lineup Thompson's had a little trouble with. Vasquez 3 for 5 in his career against the Rays right-hander. Tonight, Vasquez victimized in the 3rd inning by Franco, as he was last night. Line to left in the 5th. Which is a strike. Brooks Raley up in the bullpen. The lefty for the Rays. Lifted into right. In comes Phillips. 2 gone. Two up and 2 down. Refsnyder is due, but he's going to be lifted. And Shaw will be the pinch hitter. Travis Shaw. Refsnyder in the 9th spot as the DH had walked and grounded out. And Shaw has been announced. He is 0 for 2 lifetime against Thompson. Which is outside. One hopper to the left side. Walls makes the throw to first. 3 up, 3 down. We are in the middle of the seventh inning stretch, scoreless. A scoreless game headed into the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Rays, a combination of 5 hurlers, Feyereisen, Gers, Springs, Adam, and Thompson, have limited the Red Sox to no hits. They walked 5. So for 7 innings tonight, the Rays opening with the opener, and they have allowed no hits.
You know, there's a lot of people not real happy that we brought that up.
I'm sure that's the case. But it shows great confidence in the ability of people to finish the job.
It had been, is all I'll say. But we're in a world of hurt.
Ground ball down to third off the bat of Rosarena, and the throw to first. He's out of there on the second pitch of the inning. So that will get Ji-Man Choi to the mound.
It's been impressive what both of these pitching staffs have been doing here tonight, and it started from the guys who got this thing going.
Yep.
I mean, J.P. Feyereisen was going to be an opener tonight, so you knew he wasn't going to go much past 2 innings, and he was as sharp as a tack. And then Garrett Whitlock, what he did in his outing, outstanding. And then everybody coming in from the bullpen has just picked it up from there.
The only hit in the game period is the double by Lau in the 4th. This is down. Ball, no strikes. Kittredge getting up in the bullpen. Strike on the outside edge. Cutter Crawford delivers. And just missed with 96. 2-1. Josh Lowe on deck. Left-handed bats back to back against the right-hander. And now it's 2-2.
And you can see Ji-Man frustrated right there because he was able to pour 96 right down the middle of the plate in a 2-1 count and just didn't pull the trigger.
Two now to Choi. He taps that, a foul ball. Garrett Whitlock was very, very good in the 4 innings he worked. Austin Davis worked an inning. Crawford worked the 6th, out there in the 7th. And he strikes out Choi. Fired that one by him. Hitting 97 in the process.
An impossible pitch to get to. That velocity in this location. That's granted, it's a riding fastball, but it's up near the shoulders of Ji-Man Choi. Tough to lay off of, but almost impossible to get up to. And Ji-Man Choi is telling the bench that thing just took off. That's that riding, hopping fastball.
Josh Lowe takes the fastball too high. 1-0. Some big time velocity out of Crawford. Two and nothing. Taylor Walls on deck. 2-1. 96, caught plenty of the plate. It's tough to get there with the bat. 97 down just above the knees.
Think about it. The last year with Ji-Man Choi and now with Josh Lowe, you're talking about a 2-1 count and a 2-0 count where he's poured 3 fastballs, catching plenty of plate, not a swing, not one.
And there's a swing and miss. 97 up. Third strikeout in the 2 innings of work for Crawford. We go to the 8th, scoreless. The 10. Matt Garza on the hill against the Detroit Tigers. And he finished it off, throwing the only no-hitter in Rays history, 120 pitches with just the 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. Faced the minimum number of batters, 27. That walk in the 2nd inning was erased on a double play. So just 27 hitters to the plate. And that was a fun year for the Rays, winning the AL East.
I can't believe it was that long ago.
I know. Wow. New pitcher is Andrew Kittredge. And the top of the order, Trevor Story leads off. And the pitch is a strike.
Trevor Story asking about that pitch. You know, that late run from Kittredge taking that pitch off the plate, but he gets the call. Sinker slider extraordinaire.
This pitch is down, 1-1. You know, the thing about Garza's no-hitter.
What do you got?
Would you see this? 120 pitches. Number one, you wouldn't see that. And of 120, 101 fastballs.
That was the one thing that really blew your mind. I mean, Matt Garza had a good fastball, no doubt about it. But he just lived on it in that ball game. No, you would not see that, and he probably would have been pulled after 7.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's just the way that the game has morphed.
Do you think Matt Garza would have said after being pulled that, well, that was the right move?
Probably not Matt Garza. A lot of other guys do. Say they totally are in agreement with it. I don't think Matt would have.
No, it'd be tough to get him to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that pitch. Pretty close and just a little low. 96, 2-2.
There it is. Plenty of plate. Just down.
Story leading off the 8th. Pop to the right side, foul. Is it going to be playable? Choi's going to have room. He's got it. So 1 out here in the 8th. You know, the other interesting thing, here we are 1 out into the 8th. 6 men left on base for Boston. We had 5 walks and 1 man reached on an error. He was back in the 3rd. And he was left on. Here's Devers. Struck out, popped out, and flied out. Oh, look out. Right back. Knocked down by Kittredge. He recovers and underhands it to first. And he says he's okay that he got the glove up. Boy, that was a little scary for a moment.
Boy, anytime that you're coming back with a line drive through the box, no question about it. But Andrew Kittredge, none the worse for wear. 102.8 off the bat.
Where's the glove? I'll tell you. He says right here. Oh, right there in the glove. But
I don't think he didn't want to visit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
it was all glove.
A hot shot right back at him. Here's Bogaerts. Fly ball center field. Kiermaier. puts it away. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. No score in this game. Only complimentary snacks, hot dogs, and beverages delivered to your seat. For more info, visit RaysBaseball.com/left field edge. Taylor Walls to open the bottom of the 8th inning. Kiermaier next, and then Phillips. And a breaking ball is in there for a strike. We've seen a lot of the high velocity stuff from Crawford. Foul back, and it's quickly 0-2. Right back to 96 with that.
Crawford, he'll throw that curveball occasionally. The changeup, of course, that four-seamer running mid to upper 90s. And much like everybody else that's taken the mound tonight, showing some sharpness to his stuff. But you're looking for that one mistake. This game tightly contested. Something little is going to make the big difference.
That's a cut and a miss. 3rd consecutive strikeout for Crawford. 4th in his outing.
Well, these are the fastballs of the challenge variety, right down the middle of the plate with a little bit of elevation, and another hitter that just can't get up to it. So frustrating.
Kevin Kiermaier. That's a cut to it. Swinging over it, strike 1. Tapper foul there. 2. The Rays got the double from Brandon Lau in the 4th inning. 2-out walk drawn by Kiermaier, and he is out on strikes. And the 8th strikeout, number 5 for Crawford. It's 12 strikeouts for Boston pitching.
Well, and Crawford, comes into this ball game. The numbers were not very good, and we pointed them out. All the walks to go with the strikeouts, the high ERA, but he has been on point tonight. That fastball at 96, 97, another one right at the top of the zone with that carry. Another swing and a miss for strike 3.
Brett Phillips. Ball 1. Phillips has struck out and a fly ball to right. Well, the 9th inning will find Verdugo to lead off for Boston. That's foul back. Verdugo, Hernandez, and Bradley Jr. will be due up. Two and one. Brett Phillips with a home run this year. He airs it out right there. Took a big cut at the fastball. 2-2. Trying to get the Rays a run with that swing. 13 home runs last year. And he fouls it. Earning another pitch. Mike Zunino is on deck. And there is a base hit He gets it through the right side. And he makes the big turn and then went down to the ground for a moment, but popped right back up. He got that ball between Bogaerts and Story. And the Rays have their second hit of the game and a man aboard with 2 outs in the 8th.
Well, the only way that you were going to get it through there is if you stung one, and you got a fastball right down the middle of the plate. This one did not have the elevation, and that ball ripped out into right center field. Phillips thinking about second base, but Boston outfielding, closing on that ball quickly and getting it back in.
So the Red Sox hold the conference on the mound. Dave Bush, their pitching coach, talks it over. Had the leadoff double by Brandon Lowe back in the 4th inning. He was stranded. Now a 2-out single in the 8th by Brett Phillips in a scoreless game.
And keep your eye over on Brett Phillips over at first base. The lead not very big now, but why not?
Mike Zunino at the plate. And he swings and misses the fastball up. Strike 1. Hard stuff up.
Well, you got the power of Zunino at the plate. He's already in scoring position. But Brett Phillips more than capable of swiping a bag too. So Cutter Crawford's got to account for him.
The move to first. He's back in.
And right now the lead by Phillips not very big, but we've seen Brett in other games earlier this season that he gets real active over there. He could be rope-a-doping Cutter Crawford. He likes to leave early. He likes to be active.
A little flinch by Phillips. He's not going. Which is just low.
He forces you to think about him though. And so Cutter Crawford trying to keep him close. He's holding the ball. He held the ball there longer than he had the previous pitch, trying to change up his timing. And Brett Phillips trying to divide the mind of Crawford.
And a high fly ball back into deep center. Hernandez will go to the track and he's going to have room. Zunino gave it a ride, but not quite far enough. Out near the 404 marker. Hernandez made the catch. And the Rays leave a man. We are through 8. No score.
Everybody's sharp and everybody throwing up zeros all around. Problem is, to win this game, you're going to have to continue to do that because it's still scoreless.
And Alex Verdugo will open the 9th inning for Boston. He's 0 for 2. He walked his last time. Kittredge delivers, and there's a fly ball not too deep to left center, and Kiermaier is right there. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 9th. So Verdugo goes after the first pitch. He was the last Red Sox hitter to pick up a hit dating back into last night's game in the 5th inning. Bogaerts and Verdugo opened with back-to-back singles. Here's Kike Hernandez. He walked in the 4th. Takes a strike at the very bottom of the zone. Pitch is down 1-1. Well, you go back to that 4th inning when Verdugo and the Red Sox thought they had a hit, but the Rays challenged it, and it was overturned. Clearly so. It's popped up foul ball. Walls will have room. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down in the ninth. So Fire Ice and Gura, Springs, Adams, Thompson, and Kittredge all working in this game tonight. And Jackie Bradley Jr. will be the hitter.
Boy, and how valuable. You know, if Kittredge able to finish this inning here, you're going to have 3 different guys going at least 2 innings coming out of that pen. They can give Kevin Cash length, quality length.
Bradley takes the pitch a little high right there. Well, the Rays will have the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the ninth. Brandon Lau, Wander Franco, Randy Arozarena. Too high again. 2-0. Bradley Jr. was on base with a walk in the 4th. Foul back. 2-1. Verdugo, Hernandez have been retired. 2-1 the count to Bradley Jr. Close, but too low. So a couple misses just high, and there's a miss just a little low. Runs it to 3-1.
Another pitch catching plenty of plate, but just below the zone.
3-1. And a ground ball. That's going to be handled by Franco. 6-3. The Rays had the shift on. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox in the ninth inning. So a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Rays and the Red Sox are scoreless headed into the bottom of the ninth, with the only hits in this game belonging to the Rays. They had a leadoff double by Brandon Lau in the 4th, and the 2-out single by Brett Phillips in the 8th. And boy, when you look at what the Rays have done, combination of their pitching and defense.
Well, our Chevy plays of the game, and how about Wander Franco taking this away from Christian Vasquez, the second time he's gotten him in as many nights, making a heck of a play, staying with it and retiring there, and then up the middle here against Alex Verdugo. On the field, Alex Verdugo was called safe, an infield hit, but you take a look at the replay and the Rays clearly had him. Wander Franco saying, yes, sir. And you combine that defense with these pitching lines, 6 deep for the Rays. 3 different guys have gone at least 2 innings, with Fire Rising getting it started off. Jeffrey Springs in the middle, Andrew Kittredge to close out the 9th inning, and now it's up to the Rays offense and the top of the order to send this one home in the victory column.
Red Sox will call upon their 4th pitcher. Tyler Danish will be on the hill as Brandon Lau prepares to open the 9th inning. Franco to follow, and then Arozarena. Danish made his Red Sox debut Tuesday. Turned in 2 scoreless innings. Last pitch in the major leagues in 2018 with the White Sox. Well, the Rays with a combination no-hitter through 9. Brandon Lau got the first hit for the Rays, the leadoff double in the 4th. He was stranded with 2 outs in the 8th. Brett Phillips got a base hit. He was stranded. So the Rays have those 2 hits, and they've drawn 1 walk. They've left 3, and here we go. Brandon Lau in the bottom of the 9th inning to lead it off against the Boston right-hander. And the pitch is wide. combination no-hitter through the front 9 for the Rays against Boston, but still scoreless as we play in the bottom of the 9th. Upstairs, 2-0.
Well, sinker, curveball, changeup, the primary 3 for Tyler Danish. That fastball is going to sit right around 91 miles an hour. The changeup, low to mid 80s.
2-0 pitch. Check swing and a foul ball. That went off a changeup. 2-1.
Having trouble getting together on the pitch selection there. Christian Vasquez giving a couple shake-offs and then rolling through the pitches. Nothing agreed upon until now.
Here it is to Lau. And a strike, bottom of the zone. A little breaking ball.
Yeah, that's a sweeper right there. More of a slurve because of the delivery, the release point. See how it sweeps, gets a little bit of depth.
Now the 2-2. And a miss down.
And that was a dangerous pitch right there because he's trying to sweep that down and in. And after having seen it the previous pitch, if he doesn't get that in a perfect spot, Brandon Lau absolutely could unload on it. See what they go with here. They're going to come right back with it.
3-2. Here it is. And it's foul. Breaking in toward the left-handed hitter, and that on the inner part of the plate. Lau fouled it. And that's a miss. So leadoff walk.
Heck of an at-bat. Taking some close pitches. Anything to get on board.
Well, only the 4th base runner the Rays have had. Lau doubled in the 4th. Kiermaier walked in the 5th. The base hit by Phillips in the 8th, and now a leadoff walk in the 9th. Here's Wander Franco. Pitch is outside. Franco had a big night last night with 2 home runs. Boy, if there's anybody you want at the plate right now, it would be this guy. 1-0 the count to Franco. And that's a called strike. A little wide there.
Maybe even more than that. This is a backdoor breaking ball that never got there.
One and one the count. Popped up, foul. That's going to carry out a play.
I'll tell you, the game plan here for Boston pitchers against Wander Franco, at least in this game, it's been changeup heavy. They've retired him 3 times on changeups. Danish went right to the changeup there to get to the 1 and 2 count. Now, does he go back to it, or does he go to the breaking ball? Something off speed. That's what you're expecting. Let's see what Christian Vasquez is thinking. They want that little slider, that slurpy breaking ball.
1-2, and it's fouled. He fouls it off his foot. Franco stays alive, but at the price of a little pain right there.
Yeah, you can see he's got that padding down on that front foot. Let's see where it gets him. Oh, got him off the back toe.
Naturally.
Of course.
Danish with the 1-2 pitch. And up the left side, that's going to be a foul ball. Just a soft little humpback liner that wound up just foul. Boy, that would have been fun.
Oh, I mean, it would have been a race to the finish line. Right off the end of the bat. And ends up being just a couple of feet foul. There it is. You see Brandon Lowe, he's already going.
Watch the dugout. 1-2 pitch again. And ground ball right side. They're going to get the out. High throw to second, but they come back down on the bag. Franco reaches on a fielder's choice. So Lau is cut down with the toss to Bogaerts. So Franco is the runner. 1 on, 1 out for Randy Arozarena. Here's Arozarena. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Move to first, back in, stretching out Franco with the
you can see Prieto telling Wander Franco before that whole sequence, hey, listen, be careful. Tyler Danish has a good pickoff move. He's got quick feet.
And the first pitch, fastball, called a strike. Arozarena hitless last night, looking for his first hit of the game tonight. Randy ground ball short, out at second, throw to first. It's a double play. Rays put the leadoff man on, but the double play ends any possible threat. And we have gone through 9. Here's a look at the double play.
Tailor-made.
We will go to the 10th inning, still scoreless. Springs, Adam, Thompson, and Kittredge. No runs, no hits. And we go into extra innings. We go to the 10th, and with the Rays having thrown a combination no-hitter for 9, well, this runner rule in extra innings will send Bradley to second base. Matt Wisler, the new pitcher for the Rays, and the first pitch now to Dahlbeck, the slider. Wisler heavy with the slider, and he throws a strike to Dahlbeck.
Now on for the 7th time. Good numbers all around.
Ground ball foul. 0-2.
No, and you get in, instant action here. Runner out at second base. Robbie Dahlbeck here at the plate, a 149 average on the season. And you're right, with Matt Wisler on the mound, you're going to see a slider. You're probably going to see all sliders.
Fly ball toward the right field line. Phillips on the run. Can't get there. Lays out. It bounces off the wall. Bradley's headed to the plate. He will score. And over to third base goes Dahlbeck as Boston grabs a 1-0 lead in the 10th. Dalbec with 3 bases, chasing home Bradley Jr.
And that slider down and off the plate, but you know you're going to get it. Dalbec leaning, this ball moving away from Phillips, some slicing action. He goes down just a little bit early, trying to make the highlight reel catch. And not only that, it gets by the glove, off the end of the glove actually, but it stays in the ballpark. Instead of it being a ground rule double, that allowed Dalbec to get over to third, and now the threat even greater.
And the infield comes up. First pitch down. Christian Vasquez, the hitter. Phillips extending that glove hand. The arm at full length. It just could not quite get there. So Dalbec with a triple. First hit for Boston, first run of the game. And a fly ball off the bat of Vasquez deep into left. Well lined up to make the catch, the tag, and Dalbec heads to the plate, and he scores ahead of the throw. So it's a 2-0 ball game now.
Well, let's go back to Bobby Dalbec. This slider down and off the plate, but he stays on it. Does a very nice job of staying on it. Matt Wisler understanding that that's potential for trouble, and then the realization settling in right there, and then Brett Phillips going down just a little bit early, and that ball right off the end of the glove, rattling around down in the corner, and frustration all around for the Rays.
Now Shaw is the hitter. He entered as a pinch hitter in the 7th, grounded out. There's a strike. 1-1. Boston with 2 runs, 1 hit. Robles up in the bullpen. 1-2. Whistler, the 7th pitcher for the Rays. Piece of that one foul. Fly ball to right. Phillips is there to catch it. 2 gone. Base is empty with 2 runs in. And the hitter is Trevor Story. Total of 3 hits in this game. Boston 2 runs, 1 hit. The Rays no runs, 2 hits. Top of the 10th. Cut to miss. Strike 1. Boston had gone for. Let's check this. This pitch is down. 1-1. Pitch is down. Two and one. It's upstairs. 3-1. Cut and miss. We missed the 3-1 slider, and the count is full. Popped up. Will carry into the stands. Back with the triple, chasing home Bradley, who is stationed at second to begin the 10th inning. And a liner, base hit toward the left field line. Low over to hold Story to a single. So the Red Sox pick up hit number 2.
Another slider, and you know that's what's going to be coming. This one stays out over the plate long enough for Story to get a beat on it. Nice job here by Josh Lowe getting over to it quickly, because Story had a design to get to second base there, get back into scoring position, and Lowe did not allow it.
Beck and Vasquez driving in the runs in the inning. And now with 2 outs, a base hit by Story. Beck triple toward the right field corner, driving in the go-ahead run, and then he scored the second run. Here's a strike to Rafael Devers. Upstairs, 1-1. The job now is to hold the deficit at 2. Rays have the middle part of the lineup due. Stairs 2-1. Ji-Man Choi will be the leadoff man. Then Lowe and Walls. Foul back, 2-2. It's going to be low. Runs the count full. Rays won their first extra inning game back on the 12th against Oakland in 10 innings, 9-8. Down 2-0 in the 10th tonight. Swing and a miss. Devers is out on strikes. A 2-run score. There's the dive, the attempt on the ball hit by Dahlbeck. Go-ahead run scored. Later, Dahlbeck scored. Rays coming into bat in the bottom of the 10th, down 2. With the Rays down by 2. Dahlbeck hit the triple that drove in the go-ahead run, just out of the reach of the diving Brett Phillips. And Hansel Robles Pitcher number 5 for Boston. The Rays will have Arozarena at second base to start the bottom of the 10th. So they automatically will have the potential tying run at the plate in Ji-Man Choi as he prepares to face Robles. Robles worked an inning and a third last night. And here's Choi looking for his first hit of the game. Pitch is wide, 1-0. There's some really interesting numbers coming out of this game. How the Rays that held Boston to a stretch going back into last night. 0 for 42 last night and tonight, leading into extra innings. Strike on the inside corner. Joey not happy with the call.
Hit right on the edge. It had a little bit of run back towards the corner. See, that starts off.
Arozarena looking in from second, didn't like it. Choi now behind in the count, 1-2. Blades last 20 games in the regular season, no runs over 20 innings going back to the end of August.
Well, and getting a lot of his work done with that four-seam fastball that he gets some ride with. He also gets a lot of run. We've already seen that. A lot of movement on that pitch at high velocities.
Big time velocity there, 97.
And that's what you're talking about. That ball is going to have some jump to it, and it's also going to be moving to his arm side at 97 miles an hour. Here's a great shot of it. Look at it. Starts to take a little bit of a turn. It's riding up in the zone, and the bat just doesn't get there.
One away. Here's Josh Lowe. Rays pitching at Boston hitless for 13 consecutive innings, 9 tonight, and the final 4 last night. And Boston put up 2 in the 10th. We're in the bottom of the 10th. They have a strike right at the bottom of the zone at 96.
You start to play around down there, and you're getting right into Josh Lowe's hammer time zone.
Strike pitch upstairs. 1-1. On deck, there's Walls. Arozarena out there at second. Miss down. 2-1. Blades pitcher number 5 for Boston. Working back-to-back days. It's 2-2 now. A little run on that fastball.
He throws that pitch with such an active hand out in front, and finish that it just takes off. You know, usually you get the rise or the run, not both. Robles gets both.
2-2. Oh, strike 3 call. Fastball 96 on the inside corner.
And again, just a perfect location. There's nothing Josh Lowe is going to be able to do with that pitch. You talk about absolutely dotting the corner. Watch this thing start off, come right back to the edge, and just sticks the landing.
Yeah, we saw that pitch do the same thing in the at bat with Choi. And this one closed out Josh Lowe. Taylor Walls. Taylor 0 for 3. Each team with 2 hits tonight. Boston the only 2 runs. Pitch is a strike. With a slider. Well, Robles has made some tough pitches
since August of last year.
Yes. Oh, now a balk has been called by Ed Hickox. Robles wanted to dispute it, and Vasquez, the catcher, said, "Hey, forget that. You've got the guy at the plate to be concerned with." So over to third on the balk goes Arozarena.
Yeah, you can see the flinch right there. Started up, stop, there you start.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
'97 for strike 2. Down to the wire last night in a 4-3 game. Bottom of the 10th, 2-0 tonight. Arozarena at third. 2-strike pitch to Walls. Into the dirt, blocked by Vasquez.
Not an easy block either, because that slider was darting down and behind Taylor Walls, and so Vasquez has a little interference being run in front of him.
It's 1-2. And a ground ball. Backhanded by Story. He gets up and throws wildly. A run scores. And the Rays are still alive. It's 2-1.
Trevor Story, after fielding that ground ball, everything was just a little out of rhythm on the throw and pulled it wide. And not only that, you think about Bobby Dahlbeck over there in his setup. Here it is. He's going to barehand it or backhand it. And then right there, just a little. Everything got out of rhythm at that point. Dahlbeck wasn't set up in time. The ball was a little bit wide and he couldn't get to it.
And you saw Walls step over first base. And Prieto said, get back to first and make sure you touch the bag.
Well, here it is. Trying to avoid contact. Yeah, get on that bag. You did not touch that. Don't go anywhere. Because there's that thought that all of a sudden Taylor Walls, because the ball's bouncing around, he would break towards second base. Well, then you get into a little bit of trouble there.
Soler allows the run to score. It's now 2-1. And it will be Kevin Kiermaier. literally down to their last strike. Managed to keep it alive, get a run, and now here's Kiermaier. This is wide. Kiermaier facing Robles here. Came into the series 0 for 4 against him in his career. It's foul the other way. 1-1. Rays down to their final out, their final strike. They get a run, stay alive. Back in at first. There goes the runner. Pitch is high. The throw down. Not in time. A stolen base. The Rays steal their way into scoring position.
Taylor Walls with a very good jump on the high leg kick from Robles. Takes a little while for him to unwind his delivery to home plate. Walls took full advantage. Christian Vasquez doing everything that he could to try to make it close, and it wasn't.
Now a 2-1 count. Now a base hit would tie this game. Getting time, a long look by Robles. Game last night, 2-1 tonight. It's low. Now 3-1. Brett Phillips on deck. And a shot back into right field. Brandon's going to go back. Gone! Home run! Rays win it! An unbelievable finish. Kiermaier homers and the Rays win it 3-2. Do you believe this? Wow! Unbelievable moment at Tropicana Field. Here's the home run.
Well, Kevin Kiermaier in the 3-1 count was just selling out for the fastball, and that's exactly what he got, and he knew it. Undressing around the base paths. Pretty good time around the base paths. Here it is. No doubter. Absolute bullet.
First career walk-off home run for Kiermaier.
And all of that set up by the 2-out, 2-strike error by Trevor Story.
And Whistler will get the win. 10 innings, 3-2, the walk-off. Let's go down to the field and Tricia.
KK, listen to this crowd right now. What an unbelievable moment. Take me through it.
Oh man, before I get to the at-bat, I've always dreamed of that. I wanted to play in a World Series. I'd love to win a World Series, but I said before my career is over, I would do anything to hit a walk-off homer. I don't remember what I did around the bases. That is just, feel like a 12-year-old around the bases. Right there, just pure joy. Incredible, but right there, 3-1 count. You know, I've been struggling this season trying to turn things on offensively. 3-1 count right there. It's like, get ready for a fastball and let's do some damage. And I did. I'm using Randy Arozarena's bat. I did yesterday. Felt really good. The power of Randy is incredible. Shout out to you, Randy.
KK, take me through your thoughts on this game. A crazy sequence of events there to end it. Taylor Walls reaches first on an error. Then he steals second to get into scoring position. How unbelievable was kind of that sequence of events and the way it unfolded for you guys?
We never quit. We never quit. Walsey, he is blessed with great instincts. The guy plays as hard as anyone. Ground up to second, you know, 99% of the time we're out. That's why you run hard. That's why you do a hard 90. Perfect example right there, and he's still second. Dude's a little baseball rat. He's so good. He has great instincts, like I said, and for him, the pitch before, I said, hey, we just need a base hit. Once I got to 3-1, I said, I got to do some damage right here. Go big or go home. And we're going home, baby.
KK, to pull out this win, especially for that bullpen, they were incredible today. How big is that for you guys to do that for a bullpen that really showed out for you?
They've been doing that for years now. Early in the season, we tell our pitchers, fellas, keep doing what you do. You guys are the backbone of our team. Our offense will get locked in. We'll score some runs for you guys, but great pitchers do it today, and our pitchers are nasty. Starters, bullpen, everyone. Once we catch our stride, then we'll be real dangerous, but we're just trying to get to that point right now.
KK, congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thank you, Trish. Thank you.
Dwayne and VA, let's send it back to you.
There are finishes and there are finishes, and the Rays literally down to their final strike kept it alive, and Kevin Kiermaier walks it off in the bottom of the 10th of 3-2 final. You can't beat fun at Tropicana Field. LeBron Anderson, Dwayne Stats, great to have you aboard. Know you've enjoyed this one. Stay with us now. Rich and Doug coming along with the post game, and you don't want to miss anything there.